Well, welcome to the show today. This one's going to be kind of neat because it's sort of a mix between, feel good, some heartstrings getting pulled, but real cool factor, all the things that have been done and what we're going to do to this truck.
Yeah, man, and this is basically an adventure on wheels. It's got a lot of cool stuff already done to it, and we're going to turn that up. So why don't you tell them a little bit about who this truck is actually for?
So it started with the block team, right? They're the bloggers for Chevrolet Performance. They go everywhere, all the events, whether it's hot rod events, motorsports.
Racing events, auctions, they cover it all.
Yeah, well, they got together with Mobil 1. It's kind of a big sponsor. The collaboration started there, but then it took it a little step further. It's going to
the Austin Hatcher Foundation. Now, this is really diversional therapy for kids. So they take it to a bunch of children's hospitals, right? And they bring the kids out of the room and they put them in the truck. They get to see cool things. I mean, this is gonna make those kids get wide-eyed and big smiles.
What we're here to do is help promote the whole foundation, get the kids having some fun, and get the block crew out there covering all the awesome events that we want to check out.
Right, and this truck's going to be all over from SEMA to your living room. All right,
so what we're going to do is walk you through some of the stuff that's been done and then kick it in overdrive.
All right, now let's get on the back of the truck and show you some of the goods back here. It's the #1 name in truck bed security, Truck Vault. And this is some heavy duty stuff.
Oh, look at that thing, man. It's huge. So much gear you could put in there,
Now let's come on down here and I'll show you some of the other really cool stuff that we have going on suspension-wise. Now look, it's an OE replacement shock by King Off-Road, and this thing is completely wicked, man. It has an external reservoir, allows for more fluid capacity, better heat dissipation. Not only that, you get better dampening. You also have a better spring rate, so pretty good stuff there. And you slide up the truck a little bit, all right, you have a 4-inch assist step. That way, if it's snow, mud, regardless of the conditions outside, you won't have any trouble hopping in the truck. And the front suspension gets even more boss. You got a 3-inch coilover from King. Not only that, man, it's the pre-runner setup from the Baja kits. So it's basically the same components you're gonna see on a trophy truck. And that is just wicked. Now my man Kevin's gonna show you some more features in the front of this rig I think you're really gonna like.
Ever out on the trail, man, night just kind of creeps up on you and you're in the dark, you need some lights. 54 inches right here, man. Rigid Industries, over 400 watts. When you're on that trail still, man, you can kick off sort of these rock crawler lights, so kind of see the ground where you're going. If you're the trail leader, people can kind of follow you. Pretty neat, but it's all controlled right in here. There's a little power unit out there. This is all electronic controlled F-Pod.
Look, here's how we met up with these guys from theblock.com. We were at the 12 Hours of Sebring race. Awesome. We heard a lot about this truck and why they were building it, what they were doing with it. So we wanted to put some skin in the game. And when we come back, we'll show you all that we bringing to the table. And I think you're gonna like it.
We got some skin.
Yeah, man.
Hey, welcome back. Now we're on our 2015 Silverado truck. Now this thing is dual purpose, right? It's taken our friends from theblock.com to all the cool motorsports, car events. So think about how many cool things you could mount up here, outside of the cabin, so you can fit all the people in there, the gear up here in the back. So we got ourselves the Defender. So Smitty Built makes awesome kind of stuff. You can mount anything you want in here, from jacks, sleeping bags and tents.
In Colorado, we use all kinds of stuff, whether it's spare tires for rock climbing and so forth, to snowboard gear. If it's rugged, it's textured, it's powder coated, it's 1-inch round tubing, and it has a lot of functionality as well. You got these welded in light brackets on both the back of it and the front of it. So if you want to do a spot, if you want to do a flood, you're good to go, man. You could show up, light up the arena, still have all your gear and all the stuff all out of the way, or you could pack, 6 people into the truck.
Yeah, and what's cool is, like I said, it's already set up. You can start dressing this thing out in about 10 minutes. These are Rigid Industries spot or floodlights, right? So you can target whether you want it to hit a certain spot area, flood out a certain zone.
Yeah, give you a lot more coverage and so forth. So really, man, with this rack and a couple of these lights, there's nothing you won't be able to see regardless of what time of night it is. So I can't wait to get this rack on that truck, then upgrade it a couple more steps we have for you.
Yeah, so a little tip before you mount it up there, get all your goodies on it down here. It makes it a little easier. All right, so This looks like it's gonna sit pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad.
All right, let's mark our spots and get this thing mounted down for sure. We can get the wiring kind of hooked up to our S-Pod system, and now we got full control.
Loving it.
All right, man, how's that trim piece coming?
Good, man.
This is a great way to get functionality and style, right? We got fender flares, which kind of a hint at maybe what's happening after this next step.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, these are from Bushwhacker, and gone are the days you would have to get fender flares, right, that you would have to take to the paint booth and get color-coded match to the paint. They come to the factory, color-coded match paint, which is gonna look awesome on this truck.
Now the other things that make it easy too is it already has the rubber molding strip installed. It's already got your sort of sunken fasteners installed. So really, it's just kind of setting it up there, driving a couple of screws from the underside and sucking it down. Now, what's cool about this is now you've got more coverage for your tire. You can run bigger wheels. And if you've ever been sort of off-roading, you know, you got that big smile going on, your elbow out there. Next thing you know, you got mud on the side of your face, your arm is half dirty.
Which is an improvement for a guy like me.
All right, so we'll get this on. That lets us get to that next step, which I'm not going to tell you what's going on there. So.
You can guess. You gotta like when it's easy to bolt on some rugged styling. Now when we come back, we're adding nitrous to it. Just kidding. We are gonna have some fun though, stick around. I think you're gonna like what we throw on the truck.
So to add some of that durability to this truck, what we're gonna do is protect the front end here. So this is from AVS, it's their Aeroskin hood protector, right? Because as you're going down the road, it's nothing but rock chips and stuff just banging off this front end.
My truck is so bad right here. It's just speckled with rock chips and all kinds of stuff. And a brand new truck like this, especially when you want to keep this nice, always good to have this line of protection. It's got the lowest profile of any hood protector on the market.
Yeah, now the first step you want to do, you get a little alcohol pad with it, right? You're just cleaning that surface. And the rest of it's pretty straightforward, but there's a couple little tricks here. Now you can see if we flip it over, we started peeling the tape here from the center out, and you can see we're hanging a little bit off the edge. So,
that's why you want to get this on here, line it up, and that way you can string it. You kind of just pull it out from underneath it. So Kev's going to keep the center. I'm going to guide it left to right, and you just kind of pull these strings and adhere it to the front of the hood.
Now you're going to work from the inside out, both directions. So hold that corner. And I'll start peeling this way. And man, literally, it's that simple. Now we do have them for the side vents as well. What's nice is, right, you're covering the window edge a little bit. You can crack your window so you can get the fresh air in, especially when it's raining and stuff outside.
It keeps the rain out. Always good.
Yeah, so
the AVS vent visors will show you pretty much the same method. That 3M double step tape, and you want to string it just like we're doing here.
All right, man. With that, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, just gonna keep on diving in.
Yeah.
After moving from Holland to San Francisco, Ben Odekamfis found Nellie, an old 55 Chevy, and worked with his son Sean to get her running again. Now Sean is blind, but that never stopped him from finding and fixing Nellie's problem spots. Over the years, Ben turned Nellie's paint job into a project for kids and adults with disabilities. All Nellie's paint is done by hand with just brushes. She's been painted to celebrate everything from the 4th of July to the San Francisco Giants World Series victory. She was even painted for a road trip to Brazil to cheer on Holland in the World Cup. Ben says wherever he goes with Ode Nellie, she makes the world a brighter place. Read more about Ben and his 1955 Chevy or share your truck journey at lmctrucklife.com.
Hey, welcome back to Two Guys Garage. Now for the icing on the cake, or in our case, the mud on the truck.
That's right. As if you didn't guess, we're throwing on the big wheels. We got 33s.
Yeah, they're from Falcon. They're the Wild Peak ATs. Now, these things are tough, man. They're a great sport utility light truck tire, and these things got traction on and off the road, which is what you're looking for.
Yeah. You ready to heave this sucker up?
Yeah.
Okay. So how you digging these wheels, man?
I like them, man. They're the Method race wheels called double standard, something that Kevin lives by.
That's right. They got kind of a simulated bead lock, so they look cool, but they're full solid wheel you can take on and off road. Now, again, it's powder coated, so it's gonna be super durable.
Yeah, it is a rugged one-piece design. I like the fact that we did it in like a candy coated kind of red, kind of offset the silver in the truck.
All right, we're running low on time today, but before we send this thing out on the road, top off the fluids. It's got a lot of miles to go, man.
And a lot of great places too, man. Really looking forward to seeing this truck, as I'm sure you guys are too. SEMA, all kinds of children's hospitals and children's events. Look for it.
Crossing the country on Hot Rod Power Tour. So keep an eye out for it, man. We're out of time today, so we're gonna cut it loose. We'll have to see you guys next time.